Hi, fourth graders. It's homework time. Get your Succeed book. We're going to work on lesson 2. Let's turn to page number 9. We'll start by looking at the homework helper. It says label and represent the product or quotient by drawing discs on the place value chart. The problem is 10 times 3,000. So there's 3 discs in the thousands place on the top row. And for 10 times 3,000, that means to make each one into a column of 10. Okay? Then you count how many thousands are there? 10, 20, 30. Fill in 30 thousands. This is unit form. Then it's time for regrouping, bundling, and composing. Just as in lesson 1, I group each 10 with a circle and draw an arrow to show I am regrouping 30 thousands as 10,000. So each bundle, when you circle, gets composed into one 10,000. A bundle of 10,000s makes one 10,000. A bundle of 10,000s makes one 10,000. And this bundle of 10,000s makes one 10,000. So now we have 3 in the 10,000s. Here's the unit form, 3 10,000s. We can use this to help us do the first problem on page 11. Problem number 1 says, as you did during the lesson, label and represent the product or quotient by drawing discs on the place value chart. We're going to be doing 10 times 4,000s. So start by labeling the columns on the place value chart. Ones, tens, hundreds. I'm going to abbreviate. Thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, and millions. So we're starting with 4,000s. So we're doing 4 discs in the thousands place. And we're multiplying by 10, which means we're going to turn each disc in the thousands place into a column of 10 discs. That's how we show multiplying by 10. Pause the video and work on all your discs, and then press play when you're ready to continue. Okay, now your place value chart should look like this. Now we are going to count. How many thousands discs are there? Count each column by 10. 10, 20, 30, 40. We have 40 thousands. Fill in the unit form up here. Make it say 40 thousands. Now we do our regrouping, bundle and compose. Each column of 10 thousands discs gets composed into one 10,000 disc. Bundle and compose. Bundle and compose. One more time. Bundle and compose. Now what do we have? We have 4 discs in the 10,000s place. We're going to write that in unit form on the line. We have 4 10,000s. For the next problem, let's look back at the homework helper again. Go back to page 9 and look at letter B. We're on to division. It says 2 thousands divided by 10 equals 20 hundreds divided by 10. This is renaming. 2 thousands can be renamed as 20 hundreds. You can decompose 2 thousands discs into hundreds discs. If you just had 2 of something, you can't divide by 10. So you need to decompose those 2000s to make more discs so you could divide by 10. So you can decompose 2000s discs. They each become 10 hundreds. Then you'll have 20 hundreds, and that goes in unit form up here. Then you can divide the 20 hundreds by 10. You could do 20 divided by 10 by circling groups of 10. And we see there are two groups. So we have 2, and the units is hundreds. We're in the hundreds place. Okay, now let's look at page 11, problem B. Start by labeling your place value chart and put 4 discs in the thousands place. Pause the video and then push play when you're ready to continue. Okay, check to see if your place value chart looks like this. If we have 4 discs in the thousands place, can we divide those into groups of 10? That wouldn't be possible, which means we need to decompose them first so that we can divide. So we're going to decompose 1,000. When we decompose, go to the lower place values. So 1,000 gets decomposed or broken apart or unbundled into how many hundreds? 10 hundreds. Make a column of 10. Then you'll do that for the next thousands disc. Decompose, unbundle it, column of 10 in the hundreds place. Then the next one, decompose it, unbundle. And the last one needs to be decomposed into 10 hundreds. How many hundreds discs do we have now? Count the columns by 10. We have 10, 20, 30, 40 hundreds. Fill it in up here. 40 hundreds. Now we have enough discs to divide by 10. We can circle groups of 10 and see how many groups we make. Here's a group of 10. Here's a group of 10. Here's a group of 10. And here's a group of 10. How many equal groups did we make? 4. And what place value column are we in? Hundreds. So it equals 4 hundreds. Before we begin the next problem, let's look back at the homework helper, this time on page 10. It says, solve for the expression by writing the solution in unit form and in standard form. Here's their example. 3 10s and 2 1s times 10. So 3 10s times 10 would give you 30 10s because 3 times 10 is 30 and the units is tens. And the 2 1s times 10, 2 times 10 is 20 and the units is ones. Then you have to put these together in standard form. 30 tens, another name for 30 tens is 300. I'm just going to write that up here. Another name for 21s is 20. So we have 300 and 20, and we put them together to make one number in standard form, 320. Now let's try problem 2 on page 11. We'll do the first expression. It says 10 times 3 tens. In unit form, we do 10 times 3 makes 30. And the units is tens, 30 tens. Now we need to write this in standard form. What's another name for 30 tens? 300. Just like what we talked about over here on the homework helper page. 30 tens is 300. Okay, let's do the next one. 5 hundredths times 10. We're going to write it in unit form. We start with the 5 times 10 is 50. And the units is hundreds. 50 hundreds. See if you could write the standard form for 50 hundredths over here. Did you write 5,000? Good job. Next one, 9 10,000s divided by 10. If you only have 9 of something, you can't divide by 10. So you would need to do some regrouping, some unbundling. So if you're unbundling 9 10,000s, they would get unbundled into 90,000. And then you can divide by 10. 90 divided by 10 is 9, and the units is thousands. So we got 9 thousands. We're going to write that in standard form. How do you write 9 thousands in standard form? 9, comma, 0, 0, 0. Okay, one more. That'll be the last one we do together. 10 times 7 thousands. You try this one. Pause the video and then press play when you're ready to check your work. 10 times 7 is 70, and the units is thousands. So 70 thousands. You also could have written 7 10,000. That would be okay too. And in standard form, it looks like this, 70,000. That's the last thing we're going to do together today. If you would like, you could do some more of the problems on your own, and I will see you next time.